Dude. Okay, good. We're live. Raleigh, be
We're not
inspired.
live yet.
It says live on the screen.
Now we are.
All right. All right. Dude. Dude. The game
Guess what?
becomes the Raleigh rally, whatever the twist, we'll figure that out all in God's time, of course. You are gonna become the YouTube star, Facebook star. I found Mark Halpern on Facebook. It's like, okay, I didn't want to spoil it, but whatever. The race is on. I'm gonna raise my hand again come Monday two-way. I finally have a question for Mark Halpern. Mark Halpern, why aren't you? How come your investors haven't mentioned going to Facebook Live, Mark Halpern? Huh? Most obvious fish in a barrel, Mark Halpern. Come on, Mr. Halpern. Why aren't you on Facebook Live, Mr. Halpern? Come on, Mark. All right. So with all that being said, Raleigh, you're gonna rock your YouTube channel, the Gaming Forum One, Raleigh. Maybe it's Raleigh Reborn. Ooh, Raleigh Reborn. That has a ring to it. And dude, what is it about? It's about Raleigh Reborn. Fuck COVID. Fuck the mask. Fuck the social distancing. All that shit they put on us. And now with the recursive algorithm, you're tapping into so many brave souls in the morning two-way. We're sorting things out. It's not a one-off now. It's not about the fucking one-hit wonder. It's about who can bring the heat consistently. And this is going to be it, dude. You're going to rock your YouTube channel. You're going to rock Facebook Live. You're going to be losing weight, losing visceral fat, sprinting. Polly Pocket's going to be a hit show unto herself. And dude, you're going to get massive PUSSY. And I'm not talking about getting another cat. One cat. I don't say you don't have a cat. The Alan has the cat, but you get my drift. Woo woo.
I humiliated myself today, embarrassed myself.
In PMI?
I didn't want to go, but I forced myself to go anyway.
Right.
And then about 5 minutes in, I noticed that a lot of the people from operations weren't there. And so I just got up and left.
Okay. And then
I
showed
mean,
up.
it's like a bunch of professionals. And I just got up and left.
Oh, some people were there. You weren't the only one.
Everybody was there, but like my team wasn't there.
Uh,
There's like 50 people that volunteer for this shit.
Wait a minute. So then why is it all okay? So you've just kind of taken the step forward, but then you're saying like the decision makers or whoever essential people weren't there. So then you're like, fuck this.
Well, my people weren't there.
Okay. So where was the embarrassing part though?
Well, getting up and leaving. Everybody saw that I was there, and then they saw me get up and then think of it as like a business meeting. And in the middle of it, I mean, you've been in business meetings before. You just get up and leave, and you don't say anything.
Well, hey, okay.
And then it gets worse than that. Then
Oh,
I emailed a bunch of people that were putting requests to me. And like every time they make a request to me, this website's so buggy, I have to contact Dark Rhino. This is what's pissing me off. This is why I want the update because I have to contact Dark Rhino every day and make a request. And I have to call, submit a ticket, communicate back. It's like a 2 day process. So I just emailed everybody Dark Rhino's phone number, our contact at Dark Rhino, which is our hosting site, and said you can contact them and you can deal with this shit. I don't think I'm going to like and like the woman that I'm pissed off with there even texted me finally and said, "Were you at the meeting and then just left?"
yeah.
So I'm just never going to speak to any of them again. I'm just going to ghost them. You're muted, but you probably know that.
Okay. Remember, at all times, You know, I think it was a blessing that Aliens versus God fell off because that would have been another distraction. At all times, Raleigh, I challenge the aliens, okay, and whatever sightings, okay, maybe they were all about this moment and reminding you that my boss, your boss, is the Jewish carpenter. That's the joke. Okay. And that there was indeed a Jesus, according to Wikipedia, 30 BC, who was the high priest of the Jewish temple, who was the enemy of Rome, who was then crucified, rechristened Amynthus Nicator, the Amen of Revelation 3:14, and gave birth to Armenia, the first Christian nation. I know this because I dated a Persian Armenian sheikh at, back in college.
Fucking hot.
Yeah, no doubt, no
What's
doubt.
the Armenian? I forgot. No, wait a minute. Armenian's the second oldest church. Ethiopian's the oldest church.
See, now you're getting deep. Now you are getting deep, my friend. And this is
The oldest Christian church because I dated an Ethiopian woman. She was so fucking skinny.
dude, you're like Moses.
I haven't dated an Armenian. That's you, but
You're like Moses.
I'll take Moses.
Remember Numbers 21, right? That's where it's like, yo, Chris, dude, take the win. I don't care if you had an angry Baptist preacher in your background. You know what I mean? The win is we didn't need the civil rights era to bring about the end of interracial or whatever the whole thing about interracial marriage being illegal, right? Moses was married to an Ethiopian woman. And when the people tried judging him for that, the Lord gave them leprosy. So he was like, fuck you, racists. You know what I mean?
That's that Jewish guy. I'm thinking this is must be the first testament.
Yes, Old Testament. So. See, I'm bringing you the old and the new. I'm just bringing you back to your own high priest, the high priest of the Jewish people, who was Jesus ben Phabus. Okay, I didn't make this stuff up. So far, everything I've given you, nothing is like me making stuff up. It's just stuff I found that's been covered up. And the same way the official narrative fucked over Mark Halperin, he still toys with it, and so yeah, we're going to break all that nonsense up, dude. You're going to be the healthiest you've ever been in your life. And, people are going to follow along your journey, dude. And it's already starting, man. I mean, people are already witnessing it. They've already commented on it, you know?
I'm all for it. I'm ready for the journey. I want to double down on this podcast.
Hell yeah, man.
Apparently, I wasn't doing the verification correctly.
The link thing, it already was working for me. You said it stopped working?
Yeah, it wanted me to verify. I had to give them my driver's license. No, in the description. When you put a link in the description, it doesn't, it's showing now.
No, I told you I did it using the 6-second video version. There, one of the options was video, and so I did the video, and it took a video of my face, and then an hour later the link was working, and I thought but anyhow, I'm glad that you
whatever, we're verified. They have my driver's license picture, so Google owns me now, which they probably already did anyway. So what's the difference?
So that's the joke, right? Between aliens versus God, who won? Fucking you.
Fucking Google won.
Google won. Yeah, exactly. No, Alphabet. The Alphabet won.
The Alphabet won.
Okay, I was reaching for a soda. It's downstairs. Oh, maybe I can grab one. I think my parents went for a walk or something. Oh man, so what else was I riffing on? Yeah, okay, whatever. My question for Mark, if he calls on me, he may not. I don't know. I think he shudders every time he sees me enter the chats. Okay, I'm grabbing a soda. Hold on. So is that one brand of Stogue you get, or do you like rotate?
I would love to rotate. No, I get the same cheap ass fucking brand. They suck. It's so bad, but if I had when we start making real money, I'm gonna get some Davidoffs, some Padrones. Have
Okay.
you ever smoked a cigar?
On occasion, but it's I get the dizzies pretty quickly.
Oh,
I mean, maybe I wouldn't. I mean, that could be an alternative. That's I know I can swap one for the
I can't
other.
smoke.
What's that?
I used to beat a bunch of gummies and smoke cigars.
Oh, crazy, dude. And you stayed standing?
No, I would sit in the chair, man. I'd
Sit in
puke.
the chair. Sit
I'd
in the
puke
chair.
a bunch. What you need is a mild cigar,
Yeah, well, yeah. All right. All right.
like a Connecticut.
Connecticut. Interesting.
That's
Interesting.
what mild is called. A Maduro is probably what you were smoking, but for for um, you know, not amateurs, but for starters, you want to smoke Connecticut. Anyway, bunch of shit you don't want to know about.
It's all good, man.
What were you excited about tonight?
Time and a place. Well, okay, so as we're talking, I'm restreaming to my personal, not this. I'm restreaming the Sterling Engine video. I was gonna I wanted to do it earlier. I actually today was a pretty good day. I started out first, let's see, eyes open around 4 a.m. And then all these ideas, all these great things I was gonna do, and then I just kind of went back to sleep. I've told you before, right? I'll wake up bright-eyed at 4. I'll go back to sleep, and then at 6 I wake up kind of groggy. So I think it's better just to get up like at that first impulse. But anyhow, then the day kind of dragged, and I started getting the jitters, like with my mom, random stuff. Like, oh, I got a Walmart order, and I scheduled it at 10, and then my mom fucking like saw the delivery person come near the door. That freaked her out. That fucking freaked her out. And then we were fighting. She's like, "Why didn't you let me know?" And I'm like, "Dude, I've been delegated this task. I'm not gonna fucking tell you every time there's whatever bullshit." So then I was like, I need a ride. Luckily, by then things settled down. Like it was good. You guys, like this whole motivation thing, like having political friends, I guess. It's like I'm getting all this stuff out of my head because before we couldn't talk about these things with anyone, right? Not with people that had TDS.
God, no. You still can't talk about it with. What are you talking about? You still can't have a conversation with people with DDS.
Well, exactly. And so that's what I mean.
People you can have other people you can really have a conversation with are people that didn't really have TDS. They just didn't like Trump, but they weren't deranged about it. And now you can kind of like Dan Turrentine. You can have a conversation with him now.
Well, Dan Olivo,
Leaving,
Chris.
you can't really have a conversation with him. You just can't.
Yeah. Well, okay. Are you saying you can't? Well, I mean, I'm saying now we're reaching even those people, right? Chris and Mr. Olivo.
Yeah. I say if we make it big, Olivo should make our theme song.
Oh, dude, that's a great. Oh my God, dude. I think he would be honored. So then, okay, Raleigh, this now is giving me motivations in a different way. So like when I went out for the ride, I came back and it's helping me get organized in a sense, right? I was gonna say some other stuff, and then I'm like, I wonder if I want to go there now.
We'll just go take it off live and oh, wait a minute. I'll just make you the host.
Are you gonna make me the host now?
Well, if I, don't keep fucking it up. Make host, change host. There we go.
You are the host now. Interesting. So then I would be able to. Oh, yeah, I do have to stop live stream. Um, no, it's fine. It's fine. I'm like, let's see.
Did you check out our store?
Oh yeah, I saw that. Nice.
Oh, but did you go to it?
I opened it on the phone. I mean, I saw some of the merch.
Okay. Did you stop the live stream?
No,
No.
stop it now.
Did you